Have you ever wondered why some people seem to maintain a healthy weight even though they don't follow strict diets? Is it possible that certain everyday foods naturally support your metabolism instead of simply adding calories? For years, most people believed that losing weight was only about eating less and exercising more. But modern nutrition research has started looking beyond calories. Scientists are now studying natural compounds found inside certain foods that may influence how our bodies store and use energy. Before we continue, remember that no single food is a magic solution. Healthy eating, regular physical activity, good sleep, and medical advice are still the foundation of long-term health. However, some foods contain naturally occurring plant compounds that researchers are actively investigating because of their potential benefits. Let's begin with one of the most celebrated foods in the Mediterranean diet, olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is often praised for being heart-friendly, but its benefits may extend beyond heart health. What makes olive oil interesting isn't just the healthy fats it contains. Researchers have identified several natural plant compounds called polyphenol. These bioactive compounds help protect the olive tree itself, and scientists believe they may also provide health-supporting effects when included as part of a balanced diet. One of the most studied compounds is hydroxytyrosol, a powerful antioxidant naturally found in olives and extra virgin olive oil. Antioxidants help protect the body's cells from oxidative stress, which can increase as we age. Reducing oxidative stress may support healthier aging and better overall metabolic function. Interestingly, hydroxytyrosol isn't found only in the oil. Whole olives also contain this valuable compound, meaning both foods can contribute these beneficial plant chemicals. Here's something many people don't know. When olives are processed to make olive oil, the main goal is collecting the oil itself. But olives naturally contain a large amount of water, and that water also holds valuable plant compounds. Researchers have become increasingly interested in these naturally occurring substances because they appear to play different roles inside the body than fats or carbohydrates. Instead of simply providing energy, they may interact with biological pathways involved in inflammation, cellular protection, and metabolism. Another fascinating area of research focuses on fat cells. Our bodies constantly store and release energy. Fat tissue isn't simply a storage container. It is an active tissue that communicates with hormones, immune cells, and other organs. Scientists are investigating whether certain natural compounds found in foods may help support healthier fat metabolism. Some laboratory and early clinical studies suggest that specific plant compounds may influence how fat cells develop or function. Researchers are continuing to study whether these effects could contribute to healthier body composition when combined with an overall healthy lifestyle. This is an exciting area of science, but it's important to understand that research is still ongoing. No food can instantly melt body fat. Instead, experts believe that consistent healthy eating patterns may gradually support better metabolic health over time. Many people assume that eating nutritious foods means consuming more calories. But in reality, replacing highly processed foods with nutrient-rich whole foods often leads to greater satisfaction after meals. Foods rich in healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and natural plant compounds may help people feel fuller for longer. As a result, some individuals naturally reduce unnecessary snacking without feeling deprived. This doesn't happen because the foods are magical. It happens because the body responds differently to nutrient-dense foods compared to heavily processed foods that are often high in refined sugar and unhealthy fats. Scientists today are paying closer attention to how food communicates with the body. Instead of viewing food simply as fuel, researchers increasingly see it as a source of thousands of natural compounds that may influence many different biological systems. This doesn't mean every claim you see online is true. It means nutrition science is becoming more detailed, helping us understand why certain traditional foods, such as olives, vegetables, fruits, nuts, tea, and coffee, have remained part of healthy diets for generations. And this is only the beginning. Now that we've explored the fascinating compounds found in olives and extra virgin olive oil, let's move on to a few more foods that have attracted the attention of nutrition researchers. Again, it's important to remember that these foods are not miracle cures. They work best as part of an overall healthy lifestyle that includes balanced nutrition, regular movement, quality sleep, and guidance from your healthcare provider if needed. With that in mind, let's begin with a fruit that most of us already have in our kitchens. Tomatoes are one of the most widely eaten foods in the world, yet many people don't realize they contain a natural plant pigment called lycopene. Lycopene gives tomatoes their rich red color and has become one of the most studied antioxidants in nutrition science. Researchers are investigating lycopene because oxidative stress and chronic inflammation may contribute to many age-related health problems. Antioxidants like lycopene help protect cells from everyday damage caused by unstable molecules known as free radicals. Interestingly, cooked tomato products such as tomato sauce or tomato paste may provide lycopene in a form that the body can absorb more easily than raw tomatoes. That doesn't mean one is always better than the other. Both fresh and cooked tomatoes can be valuable additions to a balanced diet. Adding tomatoes to salads, soups, vegetable dishes, or whole grain meals is a simple way to increase your intake of vitamins, minerals, and beneficial plant compounds. Few drinks have been researched as extensively as green tea. For centuries, people have enjoyed it for its refreshing taste, but modern scientists are also interested in the natural compounds it contains. Green tea is naturally rich in a group of plant compounds known as catechins. Among these catechins, one of the most widely studied is EGCG, or epigallocatechin gallate. You don't need to memorize that scientific name. What's important is understanding that researchers are exploring how these natural compounds may support healthy aging, normal cellular function, and overall metabolic health. Green tea also contains antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress. Some research suggests that regularly drinking green tea may support healthy body weight when combined with a nutritious diet and physical activity. However, the effects are generally modest rather than dramatic. In other words, green tea should be viewed as one helpful habit, not a shortcut. Green tea offers several benefits beyond its plant compounds. Because it is mostly water, it also contributes to daily hydration. Good hydration supports many important functions in the body, including circulation, temperature regulation, digestion, and normal metabolism. When people replace sugary beverages with unsweetened green tea, they often reduce unnecessary added sugars while still enjoying a satisfying drink. This simple change may become part of a healthier daily routine. Now let's talk about matcha. At first glance, matcha may look like ordinary green tea, but the way it is produced is quite different. Before harvest, the tea plants are grown under shade for several weeks. This growing method changes the chemistry of the leaves and increases the concentration of certain natural plant compounds. Instead of steeping the leaves and throwing them away, matcha is made by grinding the entire leaf into a very fine powder. When you drink matcha, you're consuming the whole leaf rather than just an infusion. That's one reason matcha provides a richer concentration of naturally occurring compounds compared with many traditional green teas. Scientists are interested in matcha because it contains antioxidants, naturally occurring polyphenol, and dietary fiber from the whole tea leaf. Laboratory research has explored how these compounds interact with cells under controlled conditions, but laboratory findings do not always translate directly into the same effects in humans. This is why health experts encourage people to see matcha as part of an overall healthy diet rather than expecting it to cure diseases or rapidly change body weight. Still, many people enjoy matcha because it combines rich flavor with valuable nutrients and can easily replace sugar-sweetened drinks. One of the biggest lessons from nutrition science is that health is usually built through consistent daily choices rather than one dramatic change. A breakfast that includes vegetables, a cup of unsweetened green tea, fresh tomatoes added to lunch, healthy fats from extra virgin olive oil. These small habits may seem simple, but over months and years they can become part of a healthier lifestyle. No single food transforms your body overnight, but many healthy choices repeated every day can add up to meaningful long-term benefits. We've already talked about olives, tomatoes, green tea, and matcha. Now let's explore 4 more everyday drinks that have gained attention in nutrition research. These beverages are simple, affordable, and enjoyed by millions of people around the world. While none of them can replace a healthy lifestyle, researchers continue to study how they may contribute to better metabolic health when consumed as part of a balanced diet. Let's begin with one drink that many people simply can't start their morning without: Many of us, coffee is part of our daily routine. The rich aroma, warm flavor, and for mental energy boost make it one of the world's most popular beverages. But coffee is much more than caffeine. Scientists have discovered that coffee naturally contains hundreds of plant compounds. One of the most studied is chlorogenic acid, a naturally occurring polyphenol. Researchers believe chlorogenic acid may help protect cells from oxidative stress while supporting normal metabolic processes. Some studies also suggest it may play a role in helping the body regulate how it processes glucose and stores energy. Of course, drinking coffee loaded with sugar, flavored syrups, whipped cream, and high-calorie toppings is very different from drinking plain or lightly sweetened coffee. The healthiest choice is usually simple black coffee or coffee with a small amount of milk, depending on your dietary needs. Caffeine often gets all the attention, but it isn't the whole story. Caffeine is a natural stimulant that temporarily increases alertness and helps many people feel more awake. It may also produce a small, temporary increase in energy expenditure. However, not everyone responds to caffeine in the same way. Some people tolerate it very well, while others may experience nervousness, rapid heartbeat, digestive discomfort, or difficulty sleeping. That's why experts recommend enjoying coffee in moderation and avoiding excessive amounts, especially later in the day. If caffeine doesn't agree with you, it doesn't mean you have to force yourself to drink coffee. Good health is about finding habits that work for your own body. Many people have heard of green tea and black tea, but oolong tea receives much less attention. Interestingly, oolong sits somewhere between green tea and black tea because it is only partially fermented during processing. This unique production method gives it a distinct flavor while preserving many beneficial plant compounds. Researchers continue to investigate whether regular consumption of oolong tea may support healthy metabolism and body composition. While the results vary from study to study, many scientists agree that replacing sugary drinks with unsweetened tea is a smart lifestyle choice. Whether you enjoy green tea, black tea, or oolong tea, choosing beverages with little or no added sugar can help reduce unnecessary calorie intake. This traditional tea has been enjoyed in parts of China for centuries. Unlike many other teas, Pu-erh goes through a natural fermentation process that changes its taste, aroma, and chemical composition over time. Because of this fermentation, researchers are studying how Pu-erh may interact with the gut microbiome, the trillions of beneficial bacteria living inside our digestive system. A healthy gut microbiome has been linked to digestion, immune function, and many other aspects of overall health. Scientists are still learning exactly how fermented foods and beverages influence these complex systems, but it's an exciting area of ongoing research. The bacteria living in our digestive tract help break down food, produce certain vitamins, and communicate with many organs throughout the body. Some studies suggest that maintaining a diverse and healthy gut microbiome may support better metabolic health. This doesn't mean one fermented tea will transform your health overnight. Instead, it reminds us that overall dietary patterns matter far more than any single food or drink. Unlike expensive supplements or trendy health drinks, water is available almost everywhere. Every cell in your body depends on it. Water supports digestion, circulation, nutrient transport, temperature regulation, joint lubrication, and countless other biological processes. Even mild dehydration can leave you feeling tired, sluggish, and less physically active. Many people mistake thirst for hunger and end up eating when their bodies actually need fluids. Simply drinking enough water throughout the day may help support healthier eating habits. Some researchers have explored whether drinking cold water slightly increases the body's energy expenditure because the body warms the water to body temperature. While this effect appears to be relatively small, it illustrates an important point. Our metabolism is influenced by many small daily habits rather than one dramatic change. Getting enough sleep, moving your body regularly, choosing nutrient-rich foods, managing stress, staying hydrated. Each habit may seem small on its own, but together they create a healthier foundation. After looking at coffee, oolong tea, Pu-erh tea, and water, one message becomes very clear. There is no magic drink. There is no miracle food. Instead, lasting health comes from consistently making better choices. replacing sugary beverages with healthier alternatives, drinking enough water every day, including antioxidant-rich foods in your meals, choosing whole foods more often than highly processed ones. These simple decisions, repeated over months and years, can make a meaningful difference. Thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.